Good afternoon, Coach.
Hey, good afternoon.
At the end of the day, a rain shortened the scoreboard. Are you happy with the scoreboard? How the scoreboard is reading?
Yeah, it's been a good day for us. At the start of the play, we always knew that the pitch should have been a bit slow, a bit difficult to score. But, once you get past that first 15, 20 overs of the day's play, then, it can become a bit easier to score. So it's important for us to, continue tomorrow and build those partnerships, take it session by session, break down each session into hourly time within the session and try to build big partnerships tomorrow.
Looking to just bat once in this test match?
Yeah, yes, the history in Trinidad, we know the ball will probably spin around there 3, 4, and 5. You probably get more spin. So, batting first and try to get a big total on the board will always put pressure on the opposition because you don't want to bat last, on a pitch like that.
There was a lot of concern on social media about the pace of the innings from Chandler. But as everyone knows that batting is a team, and it's very important to occupy the field. Tell me about the innings of Chandler and how important that innings was.
His innings is always important because he takes time, right? And the other guys can bat around him and build partnerships. And like I said earlier in the game, it was at a pitch where for stroke player, you can really hit through the line of the ball, and play those good hard wicket shots. So I thought his innings was critical to us in terms of managing those first 20 overs, getting past the first session. And if you saw the way he batted, then he started to flow a bit better, after he got in.
For the last 2 months, and from last year to this year, we've seen the batting of the team has come together. We have seen more hundreds from players. Now we are seeing sometimes one innings will have 2 centurions, something that we haven't seen in a long time. What are you doing different? What is the team doing different?
Well, the culture has changed. The work ethic has improved tremendously. And what we try to do is encourage the guys to work really hard, at the craft. We always believe that, adding things to your skill set is important as well. And then we talk about, what we want to achieve as a batting unit. Right, and some of the things we spoke about in terms of being disciplined, committed, building partnerships, guys scoring hundreds, and how we can get to those hundreds. So it's just the preparation, like I said, guys working hard at the skills, and the mindset has shifted in terms of guys really wanted to perform.
I saw something on the practice on Thursday when I was here. I was really impressed with. I saw you had specific bowlers going to specific batsmen. Working on the weaknesses and things like that. Tell me a bit about that as well.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of identify, obviously we know the guys' strengths and weaknesses, so we try to simulate what they would get in the game coming up in the test match. So that's how we go about it in terms of challenging guys at practice sessions. I think the practice sessions have been very intense, very challenging in terms of batters versus bowlers. So that's good, very competitive. So that goes a long way in terms of how we prepare for games. It brings the intensity and the energy from practice into the game. So that's good for us.